Live. Come on. Holiday kick it sesh. Thanksgiving. That's nice. That's really nice. That's what I want. Got what you want. What the hell? What's up, Brian Sigmund? What do you think about? Wow, you got right into it. I love it. The Zbex rower. Subject. I don't know, dude. Now I gotta look it up. Let's see. What the heck? Are we still? Did I screw that up, guys? My fault. You guys still there? We good? We here. We here. Okay, Brian Sigmund, what do you think about? Hey, welcome everybody. Hi. It's thanks. Sorry, I just finished a different live stream. I'm so excited to have you guys here. I wanted to touch base with you. It is Saturday at 3. I'm gonna kick it with whoever wants to kick it for about an hour. I'm glad you're here. I hope everyone had a safe Thanksgiving if you are statewide and you celebrate that. And otherwise, let's just, let's just get weird. Let's just get to know each other. Let's spend some time together. And feel free to get involved. If you're watching this and you're not dropping questions, then that's too bad, because you should be. You really should be, okay? This is our chance to just get really intimate, okay? First question comes from my man Brian Sigmund. He says, what do you think about the Zbex, I think that's how you say it, rower compared to the Concept 2? I'm not sure I've ever seen the Zbex rower, my good dude, but now I'm going to look it up. Zbex rower. Versus Concept 2. I've only ever rode on Concept 2s, by the way. Oh wow, the display looks way different. Zbex is heavier. Extra cushion on the Zbex seat. Dude, the Zbex one is looking pretty damn good. Jet Quinn, hi Noah. How's it going, Jet? How are you? Ray Vasquez, what's up, bro? How you doing? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I think I ate too much. You won't believe this, but I think I ate too much for Thanksgiving dinner, and I had like a lot of carbs, a lot of weird bullshit like that. And like I just had really, I mean, can we get personal? Can we get real? I had really bad diarrhea earlier today. I'm sorry I had to go brown on you guys and talk about that, but I feel like everything I've been eating has been not so healthy for me. And that's a thing. Master J, what's up, brother? What's going on, Master J? Brian Sigmund, thank you, kind sir. No. Thank you, kind sir. Jet Quinn, how are you doing today? I'm doing pretty well, other than my stomach hurting this morning. Donna Lynn, message retracted. Jet Quinn, we can show that, sure. How do you stop porn addiction? I don't have an addiction to porn, but just wondering, is this one of those things where like in 51st Dates you're asking for a friend? I'm just teasing. How do you stop porn addiction? Well, learn about it. I think one of the best ways to, I mean, porn is very common for almost everyone I know. I occasionally still happen to go that route, even though I make a conscious effort not to. And I think the more you learn about something in general, the more likelihood you have to gain some control over it or gain some insight. So learn about it. The more I learned about porn addiction via like a TED Talk, the more I was like, maybe this isn't for me. All right. Brian Sigmund, for $5.99 can't beat it. Is that how much the Zbex rower is? That is way cheaper, that's for sure. Hmm. Damn. Compelling. Price. Hmm. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy, 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 easy. Yeah, easy, easy, easy. Okay. Tatted success. Noah, just want to say thanks for all your TRT videos. I got on because of you. It changed my life. You're welcome, dude. Thank you for sharing that. I'm glad it's been positive impact on your life. It certainly has been a game changer for me. And there was actually the original TRT guy on YouTube who retired, for lack of better words. His name was like TRT guy, I think is what he called himself. His videos meant a lot to me at the time when I didn't have a lot of information, so paying it forward is dope. Jet Quinn, this is kind of a dumb question, but can depression feel like PTSD, or is that too intense? Well, I mean, can depression feel like PTSD? I think depression or PTSD and depression can be comorbid. I just think they can be two things that directly affect each other, right? Depression versus PTSD. So it says depression is common in men and women with post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. The trauma that caused PTSD also may have caused depression. If you have either of these mental problems, it's possible you have the other. You may need to treat both of them. So yeah, I think it's one of those things that you're playing in the same backyard. Same backyard. No question is a dumb question though. Jacob Gross, hey Noah, looking big. Thanks, bro. Wow, I feel ashamed of myself now. I may have just lost subscribers. Something I'll have to live with. My bad, guys. Where are we at? Mo Lester. Mo Lester says, God, I'm such a fucking little kid. Stupid that I would laugh at that. Hello, Noah. Great seeing you today. It's really good seeing you today. As you can tell, your screen name just put a big smile on my face, so it's awesome. I don't condone molestation, but that's hilarious. Patrick Keenan, depression, is it nurture or nature? Chemical imbalance in the brain or a consequence of shitty upbringing? I think it depends. I hate to give one of those ambiguous answers, but whether depression is nurture or nature, I think it just depends on the person, the situation, the environment, the genetic predispositions. There are so many factors. I just don't think it's that simple. You know, I know people that have come into tremendous major depressive episodes, and they had like perfect upbringings, and financially they were secure, and let's just say that on paper they look good. And then I know other people that have had tremendously despairing upbringings and circumstances and environments and what have you, and they've never even sniffed depression, and then vice versa. So, Marjorie, where were you for the Patreon only live stream? I just finished that one, but I got an eye out for you, girl. I'm excited to see you. Touted success, love you, bro. No homo. Oh, of course, love you too, man. It's all good. I appreciate the love, actually. Bill Banks, who wins, Joshua or Wilder? We're talking about MMA? Joshua. Oh, what are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about boxing, aren't we? I don't know. Don't judge me. I don't follow boxing so much. I'm just an MMA slut, so I'm not sure, man. I hope whoever you want to win wins. Ali Gallardo, love you, bro. Love you too, man. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Al. Omar. Oh man, I normally would not show this, but I just think this is really funny because Omar just dropped in to say this, and it sounds like something like a little kid would do. I'm not even gonna harp on it, but Omar Al-Zanat wants me to know. He says, "You looking ugly." Not according to my mom. Mi mamá piensa que me veo muy handsome. I hope you have a really good day, Omar. I hope whatever you need or want to be happening in your life starts happening for you, bro. I don't typically read comments like that, but that just seemed different. I don't know. It seemed like Omar needed me to read that. Ali Gallardo, you still grinding? Yeah, I'm still grinding. I mean, I grind hard in certain ways. Sometimes I get a little complacent in others, but I think overall I'm still grinding. I've got some big business opportunities I'm trying to work through. I'm a CrossFit coach now, so I've been coaching a lot and enjoying that experience, trying to grow. I've landed a few consulting gigs via YouTube, some potential sponsorships. The Patreon's going well. I need to work harder and longer, but I'm trying to balance it all, so as best I can, and maintain and nurture my mental health stuff. Marjorie Randall, sup Marjorie. Jet Quinn, ask yourselves, what the heck is depression? Seriously, we need to get to the bottom of this. In your opinion, is it a physical problem, emotional, mental, or spiritual? So, like I just said before, I think it's one of those things that can be all-encompassing. I'll tell you real quick what I think is really key for brain wellness, mental health wellness, and I think it incorporates all those things. I think it breaks down into 5 pieces. I think we have mental, emotional aspect of depression and self-care, very necessary to nurture and manage. We've got lifestyle habits, so things we have absolute control over that can be damning to us, and I'm including myself. What hammers are we holding that are literally derailing our mental health that we just need to let go of? I think spiritual connection is huge, whether that be to the universe, just through meditation, prayer, conscious contact with the God of your understanding. I think getting outside yourself, that's a huge aspect of it. I think social support is huge when people are isolated, when they're lonely, when they have bad social systems. And then physical self-care. Are you taking care of your body? Are you exercising? Are you sleeping? So I think any of those 5 things, when even one of those is not being looked after or kept, and I've experienced this in my own life, it can affect things. It can start to skew the lines. So it's about tackling this thing from as many different angles as we can. Jet Quinn, also sorry for a lot of questions. I'm curious, dude. No, it's all good. I'm really glad you're participating. I wish everyone had your forthright nature to just participate in these sort of things. It makes it more fun for everybody. Marjorie Randolph, how you doing, Noah? How's wifey? And Ellie, good to see you. First of all, it's really good to see you too. I've become very fond of you, and I'm okay. I'm okay. I think it's the 3rd time I brought it up. I had some stomach stuff from this morning, and I think it's just because I had a lot of pie and ice cream and turkey and baked mac and cheese and bullshit for the last couple days. But I am blessed. I am okay. Hashtag blessed. No complaints. Ellie's doing great. She's a spaz. How are you? How was your holiday weekend? Ale Gallardo, how is No Shave November? I gave up on No Shave November, guys. I started growing my beard, honestly, in like August, and then I got it tidied up. So this is like 2.5 weeks after I went and formally got it groomed up. Don't worry, Marjorie. We're gonna do another one tomorrow at 2. If you want to be part of that, it's way more intimate. I ask a lot more of the questions as opposed to this format where you guys ask more questions. So see if perhaps you're available tomorrow, Patreon at 2. I'm definitely gonna do a 30 to 45 minute live stream there, and then we can just dive deeper, and it can be way more mellow and cool. Jet Quinn, thanks for your advice, by the way. Oh, no thanks needed. Marjorie Randall, he's a hater. Yeah, it's all good. He's just got his own stuff. Emitha 2, hey, can you tell me if there's any way to stop getting panic attacks after eating? After eating, and why does that happen to some people and some other people not? Let go of the why, other than like you learn and investigate on the topic of panic, and you can start empowering yourself with knowledge, but I wouldn't worry too much on the why. It can be a futile thing to dig into. I don't know, of course, why you specifically have panic issues other than perhaps now you're starting to anticipate. I can say that certain foods affect me different. So, for example, if I can loop this around to something that's tangible, if I eat a cup of fresh broccoli with some cauliflower steamed, let's say, a little bit of salt and some ketchup on top or something, and then like a lean turkey or lean chicken breast and half a sweet potato, that meal is going to be far more mild in terms of how my body responds to it and my mental response, as let's say I binge eat an entire pepperoni pizza and drink soda and eat ice cream afterwards. All things that are going to spike my insulin, right? and then they're going to cause a crash. They're going to make you feel hot. Sometimes you'll start sweating profusely. So, and that's the only thing I can think of that logically makes sense as to different foods can be more inflammatory. They can be more upsetting to your stomach. We might know that, oh, I shouldn't eat this, but so maybe dig into that. But otherwise, I don't know, and I'm so sorry. I dig into it, find answers. But eat cleaner is definitely, I'm not saying you're not, but eating healthier, easier foods for your body to handle should help, I would imagine. Patrick Keenan, I'm a Conor McGregor fan. Do you think he'll fight again, or has he got too much money to care anymore? You know, as a businessman, he honestly can leverage, in my opinion, he can leverage his popularity, his global reach, and his clout for plenty more income without having to really do much more. As a competitor and as a human being, I just don't see how he could go out on a loss. I just think that'd be a strange way for him to go out. But, I mean, dude, he has his health, he has his wealth, and he's got his family now. If he were not a dad, guarantee he'd fight again. But I mean, would you fight again? Other than like for your legacy and your pride? Because he could come back, finish his career with a W. I don't know. But I guess I'm going to go with yes. I think he'll fight. Gix6, what's up, man? What's going on? How are you? Ali Gallardo, man, I'm only 13. Oh, you're young. And depression is in my life, but people like you take away that pain. And I truly, from the bottom of my heart, oh, hang in there. Dealing with depression young is a whole different game. And very brave of you to share that. And I thank you very much for sharing that. And I hope you continue to have that sort of bravery and that sort of courage to talk about it, be open about it, reach out for support, and remember, this is just a time in your life, okay? It's just a time. It's not your forever. You're not your thoughts. And you absolutely can do this. You have an incredible life ahead of you. Don't ever forget that. Empathy 2, and I mean by anything in general, like I can only eat pizza, tuna, and donuts. Something else would give me a panic attack. Oh, so I don't know. That furthers the mystery. I don't know. That's really interesting. Jason Coffee, fruits and veggies. Yeah. I mean, shoot. You know, I know someone who popped in my head. So I met this dude. There's this dude working at like a plaid pantry, a local plaid pantry, and he drank like a gallon of soda a day. And his body became so dependent on the soda, because our bodies are incredible, right? They will adapt to whatever trauma we put them through, typically. And when he tried to stop drinking a gallon of Pepsi a day or whatever it was, he was like mid-40s, he looked like he was 60, he started like going blind. You know, his pancreas was freaking out, his body didn't know what to do. So perhaps there's some dependence on certain foods that create certain chemical responses in your brain, but I'm probably belaboring this too much. It's interesting though. Gibbsy, do you get PVCs and PECs, ectopic heartbeats? I'm only 23 and get them. They cause a lot of anxiety. No, I don't think so. I don't think I've personally gone through that. I imagine that would cause you some anxiety. The only thing I can think of that relates to the heart is that when I was struggling more with panic, my heart would pick up massively. My heart rate would pick up. So that's about it. But I'm sure that's really tough. I'm sorry. Jet Quinn, if there is a cause to long-lasting chronic depression, is the type of depression most likely MDD, or does MDD come out of nowhere, major depressive disorder? If there's a cause to a long-lasting chronic depression, is the type of depression most likely? I think you're like saying like something really logical, like if you stop doing that, then this will go away. I don't know. You know, I'm not a depression expert by any means, but I suppose you are just asking my opinion. I definitely think in a lot of ways major depression can sneak over people, seemingly without warning. But when we micromanage situations and events and lives and things, I usually can find some sort of root cause. But I also know people that have gotten tremendously, deeply depressed for no reason. That's just why we got to continue to monitor ourselves and protect ourselves. Anyway, you know, the whole the whole ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure mindset. Anan Chayosi, hey, what's up? What's going on, dude? Good to see you. I'm going to the gym as a part of therapy for my OCD and depression. Good fucking job. Any tips on how not to get bored and so unmotivated? Thanks. Well, for me, you should have a plan. So, you know, even before I found CrossFit, which is my preferred method of throwing down and having fun working out, even before then, I found that if I went into the gym, let's say 24-hour fitness, something like by myself, with no sense of my goals in the gym, what I was doing, my routine, no structure, I could get bored. I didn't have something to work towards, and therefore I could easily convince myself I don't feel like it. Because, you know, when we work out, period, whenever you do something like that, you see what I did there? I was all like, oh, fun. You're going to get bored. You're going to lose motivation. You're going to lose inspiration. It's normal. But if you have tremendous structure, especially social structure, then you won't get as bored. So either finding a workout party or partner or joining I know this sounds very cliche, but look at a CrossFit gym where you just have tremendous social connection with people where they're motivating you, and then there's structure in the workout. All I'm trying to say is routine and structure can bypass those fleeting moments of, I don't want to do this shit anymore. But good job for even being in that world. Physical self-care is the shit. I've done kicked my own ass this morning. It was delightful. Okay. Jason Coffey, opinion on L-tyrosine and 5-HTP. There seems to be a lot of efficacy behind them. I can't hurt. I say, barring consult your physician, I'm not a doctor. Yeah, throw that shit in the mix. Are they precursors to neurotransmitters or precursors to, yeah, branched-chain amino acids? I don't know. Good info on that stuff, that's for sure. Compelling. Like, Ricardo, thanks, man. No thanks to you, dude. You're good. You're welcome. Jet Quinn, I'm pretty sure that trauma is subjective in my opinion. Yeah, I'd say so. But can a small, non-tragic event cause PTSD? Oh, and I forgot to ask, have you ever had PTSD? What was it like? Yeah, of course trauma is all subjective because we all see things different. Different things affect everyone different. Well, it's getting warm in here. Hat's coming off. What was the other part of your question? Can a small, non-tragic event cause PTSD? I think it can just trigger sadness. I don't know if it would get to fall under PTSD. I just don't know enough about it. I do believe I have had PTSD based on the way I came about mental health problems, the way I came about major depression and suicidality and all that. I had an event. I had a triggering event, and I relive it, and it haunts me, you know. So it was scary, but I started to realize as time went on, as I got removed from it, through therapy, through a lot of things, that I'm not my thoughts and I'm not that moment. You know, that moment I took that VIVITROL injection when everything changed, that's not me anymore. I'm not there anymore. But it still gets me. I mean, I'm not trying to talk tough. Like, I'd be scared to freaking take any new medication or ever get vaccinated again. Since when does she bark? So weird. Right. Ali Gallardo, my birthday's in 4 days. Well, happy early birthday. Happy early birthday. Jet Quinn. Also, I gotta go, Noah. Thanks for all your help. I hope my questions weren't confusing. Bye. Later, have a good Saturday. No, they were great. Your questions were great. RJ, yo! What's going on, dude? Patrick Keenan, I'm 61, Noah. Lift responsibly, heavy, blood tested with low and normal testosterone level. Doc recommended low dose testosterone gel. Is this a slow way of getting it into my system? Yeah, so the topical cream, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a slow way, but it is definitely a way of getting very controlled, small doses into your system as opposed to one big dose. Like I do one injection a week and it works well for me. I've tried more frequent injections. I've tried the gels. I find that I don't experience any crash. The high-low thing is essentially non-existing. And I like the idea that I don't have to remember. But the benefit of going gel or cream, if that is what you're doing it, is that you get to have a very, very balanced, steady state. So peaks and valleys are essentially a non-issue for you. It just depends on what your absorption rate is. So, yeah, it can be just as legit. Like I know some dudes that are on that, and they're doing great, and they love it. And then they don't have to deal with needles and all that stuff. It's very simple in that way. It's cool. RJ, Noah, I recently discovered Qi Gong for my depression and anxiety. Terrific results thus far, 3 weeks. Have you heard of Qi Gong? I believe I have heard of Qi Gong. I'm so happy you're having a positive response to it. That's wonderful. Qi, I spell it, Qi Gong. So Qi Gong is a holistic system of coordinated body posture movements, breathing, meditation used for health, spirituality, and martial arts training. Yeah, it almost sounds like a different version of yoga. Hopefully that's not like rude to say, but shout out to Dr. Paul. But that's sort of the vibe I get, and that's great. It's got you breathing, it's got you getting physical, meditation, all those things. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Kale Goodman, I've had derealization for 8 months, and I was wondering if it's possible to have it for life. I'm not going to go there with you, man. I don't think you should go there either. We're not digging into the possibilities. It won't. Nothing I could say will serve you there. I used to ask the same questions, like, am I going to feel like this forever? My gut is to tell you, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You're not going to. But we cannot live. I strongly recommend you do not live in absolutes like that. Like, I don't even allow myself to think that way, or, well, I can't control what I think, but to acknowledge those thoughts, acknowledge those feelings of, could this last forever? Takes me out of the moment, keeps me out of the work that I need to do, and it's fleeting. There's no answer. There literally is no answer. So I believe you will be well. I believe you can work hard and stay brave and get out of this. I 100% encourage you to not feed those fears by even, don't even go there. Just don't. I know you can't control thinking about it. No one can control what they think. I'm a big proponent of that. I talk about that a lot because I think it's one of the most powerful things we could all remember and keep in mind, is that we can't control what we think. But don't go there. You got this. Javi, hello from South Texas. What's going on, Javi? Have you been on Arimidex? If so, did you have any side effects? I have not been on Arimidex, Javi. I was prescribed Arimidex at one point, and then I didn't end up taking it, and I elected to try lowering my dose first. So I lowered my testosterone dose. I'm now at 120 a week, 120 milligrams of testosterone, and my estrogen's perfect, my estradiol. So my E2. I went that route. There are a few things that really impact E2. And being over-medicated is one of them. Some people are just high converters, so it's tough anyway. And then lifestyle and diet have a big deal. So the cleaner I eat, the healthier I am, the more in check it is anyway. MLS Mason, shout out to Dr. Paul. Hey, I like when people know that I produced that channel. Marjorie Randolph, Noah, when you have more than one issue, i.e. alcoholism, low self-esteem, thoughts of suicide, etc., how do you choose which one to tackle first to not feel overwhelmed? Any thoughts? Of course I have thoughts as someone who struggles with the same thing. I think creating like the hierarchy of what's most important and what's not most important, barring, you know, the suggestion of like your doctor or whatever, I think it's not that, I think it can be a bit of a waste of time. So what I mean is, like, I think what's more important to do is just to identify anything that you inherently know is positive, that will impact you positively, that you are willing to do. Not what you should be doing, because there could be, like, let's say there's this obvious thing that you feel like, if I just did that, maybe everything would be better. But for whatever reason, you just won't. Perhaps it's just too much of an emotional burden. Maybe you don't know how. Maybe you don't want to. Whatever. And then you can end up just feeling like a constant, overwhelming cycle of disappointment, right? But if you're willing to find something small, like praying every morning, for example, or I will go for 3 walks this week. For the next month, I'll do that. Or I will, I don't know, self-care is vast, right? If you're willing to pick one thing, small thing, get used to doing that, you've just developed a habit. You've just developed a good habit. You can feel good about that. You can get a little bit of self-esteem from that, and beyond that, you can build off it. So I more think it's important to start wherever you're willing to start, as opposed to where you think you should start. Start stacking on good habits, and before you know it, oh, you're having trouble hearing me? before you know it, you're going to be ready to tackle the big stuff. My bad, guys. Check. Okay, I'll talk a little louder. Sorry if that got quiet. Sorry, the dogs are going crazy. Jamie Duckles, any. Okay, I like Gallardo. I gotta go, but thank you for everything. Stay grinding. I truly thank you, and I'll see you again. Thank you, and I'll see you again. And tell Dr. Pauly is amazing, and that I wish he was my doc. God bless him. God bless you too. I will. Jamie Duckles, I have severe seasonal affective disorder and depression at 16, and I want to die. I'm so sorry. I don't want you to die, though. I want you to know that. I want you to be here. I want you to endure. I want you to be brave. I want future you to be so proud. So hang in there and get support. And I'm really sorry you're going through that. Mike, live it. I've been on some new meds, Prozac, and so far there are no side effects. That's great, but it isn't helping. Hoping this will change. Yeah, I hope that will change too. I know you need to be patient with those things. Stay open with your doctor. The fact that you're not experiencing side effects, though, that's a great start. And then, not to patronize you, but you know, continue to pursue other things within your control that might serve you. Don't just wait for the medication to do everything for you. That's something I had to remember. I still have to remember. Okay. Michelle Coleman, I'm having trouble hearing you. Sounds like you're far away. Can you turn up your microphone a bit? I'm trying to figure out how to turn up my microphone. Should be easy. Let's see. Settings. Audio. Output. I don't want to mess with it. I'm a little nervous about it. I will. Advanced audio. I'll just try to be louder, okay, guys? Jamie Duckles, any medication recommendations? I can't make medication recommendations. I just can't. It would be in poor taste of me to do so because I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist. But I can, of course, encourage you to look into well-studied and well-known herbal supplements. Vitamin D is something that most people could use more of. Creatine has some good research behind it. Turmeric, curcumin, wonderful research behind that as well. Most people need B complex. I mean, those sort of things, those things that most of us already know about. A good, healthy probiotic going after your gut health. But as far as actual medications, I have no business making any suggestions there. Consult a doctor that you have a good rapport with, you trust. Gibbsy G. Kale Goodman, I had depersonalization for 5 or 6 months. It only reduced and finally went away once I accepted it and tried my best to ignore it. Sorry, you have it. Yeah, you know, I used to hate when people said that. I used to hate when people said, like, just accept it, don't fight it. But it's such a powerful concept. It's a concept of mindfulness that if you try not to have depression, try not to be anxious, try not to be depersonalized, try not to think these things, try not to feel these way, the harder you try not to feel them, the harder you fight against them as opposed to work on them, it often makes it so much worse. But there's this other party that's like, fuck that. Like, I'm not about to accept, you know, I'm not about to accept that this is it. And it's not about accepting life with it forever. It's just accepting that it is, and you're going to control what you can, but you're not going to make it your identity. I don't know, really, that fires me up. But acceptance, which is so tough to do when you're in pain, it's something we can practice. It's a weird concept, though. Wave the white flag to win. Surrender to get victory. It sounds so cliche. Retroactive. Hey, Big Nono, what's going on, Retroactive? How you doing? How you doing? Michelle Coleman, that's so much better. Thanks. Good. I'm all like, I see Michelle's name, and I'm like, I better be loud. Okay. Aquatic Plant Savage. Hey, man, just wanted to let you know you've helped push me through a very hard time in my life because of your videos. It gave me the energy to seek legal representation and tackle some huge issues. Thank you for sharing that. That fills me up. Ali Gallardo. Jamie, hold up. Never think of that. Look around you. Look at everyone thing that you love and talk to them, please. I bet you're an amazing person. I love that I love when you guys chat with each other in the comments below. I'm digging this tiny little live stream. Normally, when it's not like a holiday weekend, when I do these like on a Sunday, I tend to get up to 50, 60 people at a time, and it's a little harder to manage. But this is badass. I just feel like we've got a nice little intimate group, and I appreciate that. Retroactive, big no-no. Should I get another tattoo? I got one already, and I'm thinking of getting another one. Yeah, look, I definitely love getting tattoos. I mean, I haven't got one in a while. I would say this: if you're young-ish, relatively young, be as patient as you can possibly be, because we change as we get older. You'll want different things, care about different things, feel different things, and so I kind of believe tattoos should be spaced out as long as we're willing. And I think I hit that point after I got. Here you go. Are you going to the gym? Going for a run? What's dope? Sorry guys, I'm chatting with my lady. What's dope? Oh, for Chinese thing? Do you need my help? Do you want me to go with you? If you're willing to wait like 20 more minutes, I'll go with you. 25. I was going to just do this live stream. Guys, this is my wife, Jessie. Hello. Hello. If you're willing to wait for 25 minutes, I'll go with you. Is that too long? No. Go. Guys, that is the official heads up. We're going to make this a 1-hour live stream. That's what I told her to begin with, but you know, it's a holiday weekend. I want to spend as much time with my wife as possible. So I'll try to continue to stay on top of these questions and comments, and I appreciate you guys for being here. And we'll do this for about 20-25 minutes. I don't imagine all of you are going to be here that long anyway, but you know what I mean. Okay, yeah, be patient with the tattoos thing. That's all I got to say. Be patient. Let it happen over time in case future you has some different ideas. Marjorie Randolph, thanks Noah. Where are you at? It means a lot to know someone is out there with no judgments. You rock. You rock, and I definitely do not judge. I don't judge because I don't want to be judged. I want to be educated. I want to be helped. I want to be able to help. I just know how fallible we all are, how human we all are, and a lot of this requires tenderness. It just does. So you're welcome. Patrick Keenan, what's your view on exercise and music to help cope with depression? I find both certainly give me a lift. I know they can produce increased endorphin and dopamine in the brain. Yeah, Patrick, it's my world, man. It's so my world. Music and exercise, we're always listening to music when we exercise. Music takes you to a different space. It can make you feel different things, to be nostalgic. Exercise forces you physically to purge a lot of things that we carry mentally and emotionally. I think if anyone is not being physically active frequently, then they are doing themselves such a disservice in terms of coping mechanism, healing tools, and powers to deal with the shit that we are dealing with on a day-to-day basis. A lot of people just don't know where to start, or think they're too out of shape to start, or too old, or too nervous, and it's all mental barriers that should be brought to the ground as fast as possible, because we all need it. I don't care what's going on in your life. You need it. Still gonna stand it. My bad. I lost track of things. Where are we? Sorry guys. Where are we? Ali, Gallardo, Jamie, stay strong. Okay, cool. Michelle Coleman, the sound is okay now. Good, Michelle. Michelle, how's the comedy coming along? Any new projects you're working on? Lightening up the convo. Yeah, I know. The irony about this channel, the irony about this beautiful little community that I get to be a part of here on YouTube, is that, especially even now the irony is even higher. It's more ironic. So I'm by nature, you guys, the biggest goofball almost all the time. I, of course, have a serious side, and you guys get, this channel is essentially just like a vessel for the serious part of me, but most of me is just very silly and goofy, and I always think it's funny that most people, they can't believe I talk about any of this stuff or have any experience with it, or that I can bring myself to this space, because they're just used to seeing me being funny. And anyway, so in terms of comedy projects, I have some ideas. I am working on some stuff. I used to have a channel called Big Bro, Little Bro, No Best. It was also a big part of my therapy. And I did it with my little brother, and it's a comedy channel, and I'm thinking about bringing it back. But I got to make sure I'm nurturing this channel first. Bobby Clifford, happy Thanksgiving, long time stalker, never posted. Hey, that's dope, Bobby. I'm so glad that you actually posted. Never think twice about. I just farted, guys. I just want to be open. I'm glad you posted. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. RJ, keeping a journal of when I feel anxious or depressed has helped me isolate triggers so I can eventually uproot them. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. It's awesome. Michelle Coleman, hi Jesse. Nice. Bobby Clifford, I started tests and HCG under doctor's care with a lot more confidence because of you. My test was 240. That's awesome, Bobby. That's really awesome. How's the HCG treating you? I'd be curious to know. And I'm glad that you're able to get some of that confidence back. 240 is very low. It's tough to thrive. It's tough to be your best self when you're low T. Marjorie, hi Jesse. Your hair is getting so long, beautiful as ever. I'll tell her you said that, Marjorie. Thank you. Hallie Fernandez, hearts. Yeah. Twisted Sister, hi from England. Hey, thanks for helping so many people. Thank you for helping me. Trust me. I think I've said this 1,000 times. So this is like one of those things where I don't know how repetitive I become. And it's one of those weird aspects of having a YouTube channel is that people can see patterns and loops and tendencies and things about me that I cannot see in myself. But what I was going to say is that I'm quite... RJ, bye. Later, RJ. Have a good one, dude. Thank you for being here. What I can say is that I get more out of this than I could ever hope to give, and I used to feel really selfish about that. I was just like so many people are so kind, and they share so many cool things, and they look after me, and I could only hope to scratch that surface with you guys. So, Michelle Coleman, have you ever considered being a motivational speaker? No, not really. Other than the idea that sharing my experience or trying to be honest on this platform might elicit some motivation, I guess, but not like a formal motivated speaker. I just don't think I'm there yet in my life. I've got some things I'd like to learn about myself and accomplish first. But I do believe that I have the capacity to make change, just like you do, just like we all do. I just don't know if I should be motivated. I can tell my story. I'd be willing to do that. Twisted Sister, better out than in. True. Ned Ferris, I don't know what it is about the holidays, but I have BPD and have a heck of a time staying grounded and having the feeling of being in reality. Bad BPD. I think, are you just talking about depersonalization? BPD. BPD. Borderline personality disorder. Oh, that sounds so hard. That sounds so hard. I'm sorry. I haven't experienced that. Yeah, the holidays, I do know. The holidays tend to have a very tough impact on a lot of people. It's like you either have like a really positive response to it, connotation to it, or you have like a really negative one. Oh, bipolar disorder, wrong one, sorry. Yeah, either way, I mean, hopefully you're on the right medications. The point is, I'm sure that stresses you out immensely, and I hope you're finding ways to cope, that's for sure. Jamie Duckles? You're an inspiration, very strong. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that very much. It's very nice of you to say. Patrick Keenan. Ever watch Joe Rogan doing stand-up comedy? Ever listen to Joey Diaz, Nick Diaz's dad? I find him hilarious. Yeah, I've watched Joe Rogan. It's one of those people that when I first found out he did comedy, I was like, how is that going to work? Like, could he be a comedian? And I get where he does it, and he's definitely pretty funny. I've never seen Nate. I've never even considered looking at Nate Diaz and Nick Diaz's dad. So now I'm like extremely curious about that. Uh-oh, guys. I got to check something. There's something I got to check. Continue to play. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Checking my fantasy. Starting. Wednesday. My bad, guys. My bad. Hold on. Okay, cool. Radioactive, radioactive, oh, oh. Love to eat turkey, 'cause it's good. Oh my god, don't leave. I'm a dick. I'm done. I'm done. I worked my stuff out. Okay. Michelle Coleman, you have great self-awareness as it relates to you being a motivational speaker. I appreciate that you are still in your journey presently and you have such positivity about you. Found you through Sarah. Sarah? Anyway, thank you. It's nice of you to say. Ned Ferris, I like that you work out though. I started doing it again and it's tough to be anxious when you are mentally exhausted. Yeah, it's very, very tough. It's tough to be anxious when you're mentally. I agree, and physically. Very, very tough. You guys are going to think I'm either a nerd or like annoying for doing this. But I got to ask my brother a fantasy basketball question. Patrick Keenan, bye, no. Appreciate your responses. My first time. I'll be back. Be back! Thanks for coming, dude. No! Okay, I play fantasy basketball. I've been nerding out hard on it. And I've got a big decision to make here. Sarah is someone I saw in a comment. Oh, from Michelle in a comment, and she mentioned you. Anyway, good night. Great live chat. Thank you. That's cool. I like to know the backstory. And good night to you too. Sleep well. Sleep really, really well. Jordan Sanchez. Call him my buddy Jordan. Got a fantasy basketball question.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. You're on speakerphone, and I'm doing a live stream on my YouTube channel.
Oh, hi.
So, yeah, that's Jordan, everyone. I realized what time it was, and I've got a fantasy basketball decision to make, and so I decided to call you and ask for your feedback real quick. Is that okay?
Absolutely. I give the best feedback.
Yeah, see, my friends are all humble and willing to help. Oh, Ned says, hi, Jordan.
Hi, Ned.
Nice. Okay, my question is, John Wall is injured for 2 weeks. I just found that out. He should be out at least 2 weeks, maybe more. So I picked up his backup, Tim Frazier, who last year, when John Wall was out for a while, Tim averaged like 32 a game.
Yeah, good player.
Yeah, solid player. My question to you is, do I play him over Dirk Nowitzki tonight? Dirk's coming off a really solid couple of days. Like 40.
I go Tim Frazier for sure.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Dirk's down for a down day, and Tim Frazier's probably going to get a lot of minutes right now.
Yeah, well rested too. Excited to get his first start in a while.
That's a good point.
For sure. I go Tim Frazier.
Okay. I feel like I'm on like my own game show, like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and I just found a friend.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer. Well, your final answer is my final answer. Okay, I really appreciate you answering the phone. And I'm sure my YouTube audience is thrilled that I'm doing this while they're live streaming.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Well, have a good rest of your evening, okay?
Right. You too, man.
Thanks, dude.
Go Ducks.
Oh, are Ducks playing right now?
They're about to.
Oh, sick. Okay, go Ducks. And go Zers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Same time. It kind of sucks, actually.
Yeah, I'm recording. I'm going to watch mine later. All right, my friend. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
All right, bye.
See you, man.
Later.
Bye.
Sorry, guys. I've never done that before. There weren't a ton of comments, and this is a much smaller group than I'm used to, so I was like, I think I'm going to get some fantasy basketball stuff done. Twisted Sister says, random question, is your dad a doctor? Just thought I've seen you before. Yes, my dad is a doctor, and I am the producer, editor, whatever the heck. I have another channel with him called Paul Thomas MD. He's becoming a very popular doctor online, and I'm taking all the credit. Yeah, so look up Dr. Paul, and you'll see me on that channel here or there. I mostly do the behind-the-camera work, though. Excuse me. Ooh, I'm going to mess up this name. But I'm going to try. Ognjen Plamenak. Hi from Montenegro. Hit the gym. Don't make your lady wait. Oh, man. No, she's okay. I appreciate that. You're not wrong. Don't make the lady wait is a very healthy perspective. She knew I was doing this live stream this afternoon. I brought it up to her way in advance, and she's okay with it. That's funny. And plus, guys, we're going to be doing this. Thank you, by the way. If you're here and you just got here, You got 10 minutes. Jump in the conversation. Share what's on your mind. Ask a question if you happen to have one for me. But this is your time too. There's nothing to be afraid of, nothing to worry about. So just engage, and I'm going to solve every problem you've ever had. I'm just kidding. But I'll be kind. That's for sure. Elephant in the room. Oh, hi. Okay, yeah. Elephant in the room. I got off Paxil 5 years ago. Good for you. Good for you. I know a lot of people can work off a lot of psych meds with time and supervision. And if you're off and you're feeling good, I know that I'm one of those people that enjoys the idea of being not on more medications if I can help it. Not that it's a bad thing to be on it, but. Twisted Sister. Aha, that's where the vid where he kept saying, yeah, that vid did a lot better than I thought. That is one of the few that I purposefully was in because I just thought it was too funny. So, Ned Ferris, thoughts on Buddhism? Don't know what else to ask, but been reading into it. No worries, Ned. I mean, I love the way you're engaging right now. Thoughts on Buddhism? I think, I just don't know much about Buddhism, but I think anything that brings you closer to God, brings you peace, and can hopefully help you to treat other people better or get you to be a better version of yourself. That's awesome. It's awesome. Elephant in the room, Paxil. Excuse me, Paxil as hell. Sorry. Yeah, maybe it was for you. I know different medications can have different side effects, that's for sure. Mo Lester, Noah, have you ever thought about using other steroids since it could raise confidence levels and general happiness? No, I've never personally ever thought of using other steroids. I feel like it's a slippery slope for me and my personality, and I just don't want to go there. But I don't judge anyone that does, and I have to stick with it myself, and I just think I should stay away from anything like that. I wouldn't want it to get out of hand. Marjorie Randolph, good God, you look just like your dad. Just subscribed. His stuff looks interesting. Yeah, it's fun. It's a totally different channel than this one. You'll occasionally see me on there or hear me in the background, and it's fun. We have a good time. I'm glad you did. Now I'll get to see you even more. Elephant in the room. It took me 4 times to get off Paxil. Yeah, dude. I know coming off, or I'm not sure you're a dude, but I know coming off psych meds can be a thing, a really tough thing. So good for you for getting off it. Elephant in the room says, how much test are you on? I'm on 120 milligrams. I'm on 120 milligrams per week. Pretty conservative. Pretty conservative. Yeah. Ned Ferris, the concept of the origin of human suffering and the ultimate lifting of that pain as a mantra seems so powerful, and it's why I've worked the jobs I've been in. It sounds so powerful. I agree, and that's obviously attached to the Buddhism comment. Yeah, it sounds really powerful. Elephant in the room. How much does the body make test a week? Well, everyone's body is different. I can tell you that many moons ago when I first started. Hey, Luke. Hey, I was just calling for your advice on whether or not Tim Frazier should play over Dirk Nowitzki, and I've decided Tim Frazier should play. Okay, Dirk just had a couple really good games, and so I just, but he's probably going to need, he's due for a bad game, and I'm sure Tim's excited that he knows he's going to be playing for a couple weeks, and oh, his old team too, right. My bad, guys. I get it. Let me call you back later. Or I can text you something. That's the only question I have, but I'm doing a live stream. I literally texted you because the game's about to start, and I freaked out. I'll watch it later. But no, I'm headed to a party. That's a going away party for Chani from work. I gotta let you go. I'm literally live on my YouTube channel, just being super rude to my... Hold on. All right, now you're on speakerphone. Say hi to my subscribers. Nice. Thanks, Cuddy. I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. That was my little brother. Nerd. So yeah, you asked how much does your body produce of tests a week. It just depends on the person. So many moons ago, Like I said, I was producing like 120. Excuse me. I just tooted again. I was producing like 120. No, God, speak Noah. My test was really low, 250 nanograms per deciliter, and then 155 was my reading. So I don't know what I could currently do if I came off tests completely. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm willing to find out at this time. Ned Ferris, speaking of meds, might have to get off of lithium soon, which sucks since it's the gold standard for treatment of bipolar disorder, but there's no way it's working the way it should. Oh, that's tough. That's such a stressful thing to know that you're on medications and things like aren't going quite right, and you might need to do something about it. But it's like where you go from there. I hope you just stay so patient and so brave. I'll be thinking about you, man. I'll be rooting for you. Elephant in the room. I've seen all these bodybuilders who go off steroids and they shrunk to 1/4 the size. Yeah, I've seen that too. And you know, I'm not a bodybuilder and I don't take steroids like a bodybuilder. I take relatively small therapeutic dose of testosterone, and I do it for mental and physical well-being. So I definitely think it's unfortunate when especially young people hop on gear, massive amounts of gear, when they don't even have a foundation, they don't know what they're doing, and they get big and then they can never come off. And if they do, they get depressed and they lose all interest in training because they've tasted such obnoxiously fast results that how could you ever go back? Ned Ferris, and during the holidays where appearances are key, you need to be able to maintain survive to remain in good standing with the wife's family. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That's so tough. It's so tough during the holidays. I'll be rooting so hard for you. Luckily, we often think we're acting off because we feel off, but our learned behavior is crazy powerful. So I hope that comes through for you in your desperation, in your time of need, if it happens. But otherwise, let's just hope that you can keep your shit together, man. Just keep it together. Keep fighting. Elephant in the room. I want to take tests so I can get jacked. Hey, that's your journey, man. No judgments. That is your journey. It's an option. It's just you gotta be careful. Ned's fair. I've been shutting down already. The dimmer switch lowers, and I can't shake it or tell when it's going to hit. I know, dude. That feeling that you have no fucking clue when everything's gonna come crashing down is, woo, it's a tough anxiety to live with, and something I know all too well, and occasionally I still have to deal with. So just try to stay in the present. Try to pray. Try to take care of yourself. Try to nurture yourself. Alexandria, what helps you with panic attacks and really bad anxiety? I've been on Zoloft, but made me really sick. Did you just start Zoloft, I wonder? What helps me is like there's a laundry list of things. If it's something acute, I'll go straight to the bathroom and I'll run cold water over my wrist and turn out the light if I could, and do some square breathing in 2 seconds. Hold for 2 seconds. Out for 2 seconds. Hold for 2 seconds. So square breathing, look it up. That worked really well for me. Epsom salt baths are really powerful. I like those. Exercise when possible. Meditation. Grounding. Being in safe, small environments. Having a benzodiazepine available to me as needed to use in a time of need. Just tools, tons of tools. And just knowing that it'll pass. Alright guys, I'm here for one more minute and then I gotta bounce. My wife's gonna kill me if I don't bounce. Elephant room, are you on any meds now? No, I'm not on any meds now, other than you could say I'm on 120 milligrams of testosterone cypionate. Ned Ferris, Zoloft, I would have to sleep 3 hours extra per day. Dang, yeah, I heard some people I can do that. Elephant in the room, I gained 60 pounds on Paxil, then lost it. Also heard that. Mo Lester, I heard you talk anti-psychotics before. I'm experiencing complete apathy for a few days since withdrawal of Zyprexa. Have you felt apathy after antipsychotic? Yeah, definitely dealt with a lot of apathy back in the day when I was adjusting to meds in particular. Ned says, good luck with everything. Thank you. And Mo Lester, good luck. Fuck your name. It's so funny. Good luck with everything, man. Stay patient. Just keep grinding. Alexandria, I've been on Zoloft for 4 months. They just upped it, though, the dose. Okay, so your body is going through an adjustment phase. Communicate with your doctor. Stay safe. If you start feeling suicidal, immediately get help. And otherwise, hopefully your body can adjust. And guys, I'm going to call it right there. Thank you for being a part of this holiday weekend live stream. It means a lot to me. We're going to really get some great content rolling out this next week. I appreciate you. Have such a good rest of your day. Stay safe. We'll talk soon, all right? Later.